2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Don't go anywhere. It's the final round of the Legacy Invitational. Welcome, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group today, and John McCarthy is on the course as well. What a picture-perfect day for this round of golf. We can't wait to bring it to you on 2K Sports. Let's get down to the first hole. As we turn our attention to our featured player this week, it's impossible to ignore the rivalry happening with Will Zalatoris. Isn't that right, Henny?
It is correct, Andrew. And it's a surprising head-scratching player to want to go up against and start a rivalry with. Will Zalatoris loves nothing more than a major. He rises to the big occasions. And this, with how the rivalry's been, is a huge occasion.
Thank you, Henny. Should be fun to watch how our featured player fares against Willie Z.
Okay, aggressive play, going for it.
Not shy about that shot on the par 5 and 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
This is such a tough read. It looks straight all the way, and then it will be right.
That one just rolls by. 3 feet to the cup. That's the way you start a round. An opening hole birdie.
Oh, and look at that birdie at the first. 18 under par today, still in play.
As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. And now to the par 3 second.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
This is on a fantastic line.
That shot had Will Zalatoris doing a double take. I think he may be starting to take this rivalry a bit more seriously.
Okay, moving on to the next, but before we do, let's look at the updated leaderboard, and now a solo leader. The tee shot at 3. I think this one will find the fairway quite easily. This player won their last event. Let's see if that momentum carries on.
Well, it's certainly in their favor, isn't it? Winning breeds winning. It wouldn't surprise me to see them win again this week.
There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. He's got this left for birdie. Looking at the leaderboard, our featured player is in first, but a major champion in Brian Harman right behind. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
This is full send.
This one needs to get down. Really well done.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Henny, how challenging is this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 2-shot advantage for our leader.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. This is looking pretty good in the air. Oh, I don't mind the look of this one. In fact, this is looking fantastic. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Where did that come from? That's not his style. Setting up here, coming off a run of birdies.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
Nice out the rough here.
Gee, I wish I could play like this myself.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, my money is on a right to lefter.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And as we move on to the next, our featured player leads by 4.
Time now for a par 5, the 7th. This looks like a really strong tee shot.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
That's how you take on a par 5.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
This is a long way home. Let's see if this one turns left. That's a pretty good putt from there. This putt from 3 feet away.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
A good result there as he is now 7 under par. Over to number 8. It's a par 4. That's a really nice shot.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Wow, he's going to like that one. This putt left for birdie. He makes the putt and extends his lead. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. This hole is a par 4. That is an absolute missile. At 8 under par. This one's going right there. Wow, imagine that. It was so close. 6 feet to the hole. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is up by 5. We begin the back 9 here on the 10th hole. Not a bad result right there. Here's the third shot. Here's the next shot for Will Zalatoris.
Okay, he's behind in this rivalry. Let's see what he can produce.
Oh, be the right club today.
Time to get back to the course. Big opportunity here. A putt for birdie. Okay, a quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 5-shot advantage for our leader.
Here we are at the 11th, a par 4. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole.
This hole is a par 3. Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Currently top 30 in the FedEx Cup points list.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. John, have you got a good read on this one?
I think this one's moving right to left.
Well, that looked like a confident stroke. This is going right at the hole. Wow, what a putt.
Sitting at 12 under par for the event.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Handy effort, that one. Time for the second shot here at the 13th.
And this just might be good enough to go down.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Currently top 30 in the FedEx Cup points list.
Ooh, watch this one break. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. This 14th hole is a par 3. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
I think this putt's going left to right.
Sitting at minus 14 now for the event.
We've hit the par 4, 15th hole. This looks right at the pin. That's a fantastic shot by our leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Here's Will Zalatoris.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
Trying to get to 15 under par. Let's check in with Henny.
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
I was already writing a circle on the scorecard. Here's the tap in for par. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. We're on the tee at 16.
I wonder if he's going to try and attack this hole. He could definitely extend the lead if he plays it right.
It was looking good already, but after hitting the downslope, it's looking extra good.
Tap in eagles. Those are nice. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole. Another good shot from our leader.
That drive was simply astonishing.
Okay, this from 210. Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. Now we check in with Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This is his second shot.
This one is chewing fiber.
All right, let's get back to the action. And this one from 9 feet away. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
It's pretty straight.
And the birdie putt drops. And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. Okay, we've reached the final hole of the event. Let's see if he can get this done. I like that one. This shot from about 210 yards away. Going with 5 wood. That was just a few inches away from perfection. This would be an incredible way to close out the round with the clubhouse lead. Oh, this one is looking good. Oh, I like the looks of this.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
A birdie on 18 to close out the round. Rich, just an incredible performance, back-to-back wins on tour.
Impressive, absolutely impressive. Winning breeds winning, but it also takes a lot out of you. So to contend again the week after winning, boy, I'd say this player is something special.
That will do it for us today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season.
Alright guys, we're going to play this tournament and then we're going to go into some online matchmaking. Buy a driver that I'm after, the Big Barefoot, and I'm going to upgrade my character as much as we can, and then we'll take him into online matchmaking, so stick around if you want to see that.
It looks like a great day out there. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group. John McCarthy on the course as well. And Rich, this is the 125th U.S. Open, and we're back at Oakmont Country Club, which I know will be a major challenge for these players.
Andrew, I've said this to many people before, but Oakmont Country Club is the one golf course in the United States, probably the world, that I would actually pay good money not to have to play again. I've competed in one U.S. Open here, and it was so brutal, I thought, I can't handle this. And I couldn't handle a lot of U.S. Opens, but this could be it. They actually slow the greens down from normal play. They slow them down. That's how much of a test this is. I have to say, it is beautiful now that they had all the trees removed for the most part. But when you have par threes that are 303 yards, no thank you. I'll take a pass.
Let's go out to the par 4 second.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
You think about the confidence this player has after winning in their last event.
Winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? It wouldn't surprise me to see them make another strong one at the title again this week.
Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. John, give us a read on this putt.
This one's going to go up the hill and to the right, I believe.
So close. A short one left for par. Wow, you hit an approach shot like that and still come away with a par. That is a bummer. Now to the tee of the par 4 third hole.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot. 12 feet to the cup. One will drop, and he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. Let's check out the par 5 fourth.
Dog leg from left to right. Again, the church pews down the left-hand side, but a little more room off the tee shot for these players. Second shot is a blind shot as the green and the distance is tucked all the way over on the right and falls down. So players that are going for it at 2 cannot see the green. If you lay it up to the top of the hill, you're going to have a wonderful third shot down the hill. Should be easy to get it close.
A lot to like about that one. A 3-foot putt. The putt goes in, and our featured player extends the lead.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
As we head to the next hole, our leader has a 2-shot advantage.
The high caliber architectural work here at Oakmont on full display here at the 5th.
Again, another shortish hole that driver is not necessary on. Take out a long iron, fairway metal, and get it to the top of this fairway, short of the bunkers. From there, second shot will be slightly downhill to a Redan-style green that goes from right to left and front to back with big, deep bunkers on the left-hand side.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
A chance to make a birdie just slides by. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Leading by a couple after that hole. The 6th hole at Oakmont is a high caliber par 3.
Mid to long iron required here to a green that looks so much smaller than it actually is. Not a whole lot of pin placements on this green. Find the center of the green and 2 putt and get out of there.
This one is right down the pipe. Okay, that'll work. Let's get back out and see what Rose Zhang's been up to.
4th shot here.
Well, that's a bonus. Mark that down on the card. And back to the course with the live action. Always nice to have a birdie putt. John, what's the line on this putt?
This putt is looking like it's going to move pretty hard to the right.
Oh, that's a nice looking roll.
All right, getting better.
Oh, that's so cruel. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
Rich, she is so fun to watch week in, week out. Rose Zhang is really taking over the sport.
It's amazing how seamless the transition was from college golf to professionals. And there is no stopping her right now from what it seems like on the outside looking in. She really is an extraordinary golfer.
I just love watching those pitch shots around the green. Well played. Let's see if he can save par. That putt goes in. Time to make a move. Our leader has a 2-shot advantage on the field. Well, let's see what happens here at number 8.
Difficult tee shot here, straight back up the hill. You got a trench over the left-hand side. It's got some dry grass in it you want no part of. Second shot plays straight back up the hill into the clubhouse. And look at this, squared off green. The back third of it is actually the practice green. This is such a cool feature of this golf course. I love this hole.
A birdie would look really nice on the scorecard. He gets that one to drop. That's the 4th birdie of the day. We're at the 9th. It's a par 4.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
Pulling hybrid out of the bag. Buckle up. Take a look at this one. No doubt about the club selection there. That was the right play.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
This one is 5 feet away.
This for a birdie run.
And that counts. That's the 5th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And now teeing off on this par 4.
Yeah, this fairway, you can get a couple of really strange bounces. You land it short of these bunkers here. It kicks hard to the right. You get it past it, though. Now it kicks hard left. Second shot plays down the hill to a green that tilts from right to left severely. This par 4 is super difficult.
And now this from about 150 yards away. 4 shots clear of the field. Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. This putt is from 16 feet away.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
Not a very easy one here. It's moving to the left on its way down the hill.
Another birdie. That's 6 now on the round. As we move on to the next hole, he is up by 5 shots.
And 11 runs parallel, but back up the hill, Rich, and there's a trench that gets in the way off the tee.
If you can, you want to favor the left-hand side of this fairway as it's the flattest spot on this fairway. From there, you can make out most of the green, not all of it, as the screen runs pretty good from left to right and back to front. Still difficult to judge the amount of spin you can put on that second shot if you're trying to get it close.
Well, this one's right at the pin. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Just a short putt remaining here. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Time for the second shot at the 12th.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And here we are with the third shot. Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This putt, it's a 34-footer.
Starting out to the right. Watch this one. Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
The 13th is a cool par 3 that works its way back up the hill.
13. Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par 3s in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Tough to tell because the break is so slight, but it will move left.
So close. Just 3 feet to the cup. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. The 14th at Oakmont, Rich, has certainly evolved over the years.
It has, and not by design, but how players attack this hole. Conventional wisdom, take out long iron, find the center of the fairway, and wedge it on for your second. Give yourself a birdie opportunity. These days, though, the power hitters taking driver out, taking their chances, finding one of those many bunkers and getting it up and down from there. Either way you shake it, this is still a challenging par 4.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And that will take him to 8 under. Lining up for his third now. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Good news is they give you ample room off this tee. Church-style pew bunkers down the left-hand side. Fairway cambers from left to right. From there, though, you have a green that sits down below you, but also chases away from you. You can land it short and bounce it on there, but when the pin's all the way back, it forces you to go after it.
That certainly seemed to be an aggressive play, and it's paid off. A putt coming up for Eagle.
Time to get back to live play. The second at 15. The club choice is a 6-iron. What an aggressive play. Beautiful shot from our leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
This putt for a birdie. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
This putt is breaking right to left.
Okay, back-to-back birdies. Things are heating up.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
Out of 16, it's a par 3.
You want to try and land your tee shot, if you can, on the front left third of this green. A lot of movement from left to right here on this green. If you hit it in the front bunker here, 4 is almost a must. But if you find the green, you just might walk out of here with an easy 3.
Come on, ball. Come on.
That is a wonderful shot. Count it. It's good.
He's only gone and chipped in for birdie. Nice. I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Our featured player continues to lead the way, up by 9. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
Players that lay up to the right-hand side want to make sure they find the fairway, the high spot on the right-hand side, but now they're coming into a green that chases away from them. So they're going to have to put a lot of spin on that golf ball. Players going for the green want to miss the screen out on the left-hand side so they can use the length of the green to their advantage.
Wow, our leader's got it going today. John has the latest from the grounds.
Down on the 5th hole now as Justin Thomas gets ready for his next shot.
Second shot here on the 5th. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Phenomenal approach shot, that one.
A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. We finish on 18 with a par 4.
This is a beautiful hole, and this golf course scares me, but this hole is beautiful. A ditch down the left-hand side, bunkers right, bunkers everywhere. Second shot for these players, straight back uphill, again to a uniquely designed green, almost in the shape of a square. 2 tiers, the front one and all the way in the back right. This truly is one of the hardest finishing holes in golf major championships.
That's a really nice approach shot. It's a magic number in golf. This for a 58. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
This one looks like it's going to take quite a dive right to left.
And as he sinks that putt, he will take over the clubhouse lead, but will it be enough to hold on? Rich, just an incredible performance, back-to-back wins on tour.
Such a hard thing to do, carrying momentum from one week into the next, but getting it done at the day's end. Truly, truly magnificent.
Well, that'll do it for us today. For our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and we'll see you next time.
Alright, let's take him into some online matchmaking. We won't bother upgrading him yet. We'll just play at 79 for now.
Okay, we're starting the back nine of this course with a par 4. Okay, time to send it. Oh man, heading to the bunker. Okay, let's get out of this bunker. I think you might be short out of the sand. No, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that one. He's definitely into the second cut here. Let's see how he does. Just on the green side rough here. Well done. "12 feet left to the hole. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Ouch, right by the hole. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. All right, he's got it. He's also won the hole. And after that first hole, tough break, you're one down. Now kicking off a par 5 here on the 11th. This one's going to get sandy. And let's see what you do off the tee here. Nice swing. And here he is in the fairway bunker. Here's our second shot on hole number 11. I'll take that. All right, here he is in the first cut. Let's see how this goes. This is our third shot. Oh, just about dropped it. And this putt is way out there. Best of luck. This one's going uphill and to the right. Oh, just slides by. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up. Yeah, I think this putt's going to break to the right. Looks like he started this one out right. Oh, and the putt doesn't go. Okay, let's grab a bogey here and be on our way. Okay, we're moving on. Let's get this next hole. Okay, and if he sinks this next putt, he will go 2 up. And your opponent is 2 up on you after that one. And the 12th hole is a par 4. Okay, let's rip this out into the fairway. This one's heading for the bunker, I think. Here's our second shot on the 12th. Okay, safely on the putting surface after that. Okay, this one's around 90 yards out. Feet from the cup. Oh man, this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. Starting this one out pretty good. Ooh, still looking good. Can it? Oh, yes, that'll go down nicely. Okay, he needs this to have the hole. I think this one's going left to right. All right, catching up on your friend after that hole. I like it. Wind is blowing right to left on this one. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. They've gone with the 6-iron on this one. All right, if you can get this to go, it is yeah, it's worth celebrating. We'll put it that way. This one's way out there. Let's see what goes down. This putt's going uphill and to the right. Bad break. And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. Almost. And you've got this left for par on this one. Well, this one's starting out okay. Oh, missed the par. And if this next putt drops, he'll go 2 up. Oh! He's got about a 3-footer here. And that putt safely in its home. Here we go. Just a few more inches. Just a short putt here, but it does move to the right. And that putt will go. And that hole will be halved. Looks like we're ready to go here on the 14th. He made good contact with that one. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Oh, looking good off the tee. It's about 195 yards to that pin from here. Well, you missed the approach. I'm not disappointed in you in any way. Just want you to know that. All right, this is his second.
Oh,
Chip last, man. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up. I think he's put it on a good line. And this is your look at par. Looks like this putt will track a bit to the right. Oh, no. Okay, this one's a 3-footer. And unfortunately, second bogey in a row. Let's kick this bad luck to the curb, starting with the next tee shot. All right, he dropped that one in there, and that's going to win the hole. And, well, that didn't go too well. Maybe next hole we'll get him. Okay, coming up is the par 4 15th hole. Okay, let's send it. This one's looking like it'll be in the fairway. This one's coming out of the rough. Might not have enough on it. And this is somewhere around 150 yards from the pin. This one's heading a bit right. A little off on that approach, but that's okay. Yeah, this one's coming out of the rough, and I don't know if it's going to make it. That was amazing. And after that hole, your friend is 1 up for the match. Let's see what happens here on the 16th. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. Okay, about 215 yards or so to the pin. All right, here he comes out of the deep rough. Let's see how he deals with it. I don't know if this one has enough from the rough. All right, third shot for him. Oh my, he almost dropped that chip in there. Yeah, looks like he's put it on a good line here. And you got this putt to win the hole. Boom, drops it in. Nice putt there. That wins you the hole. And after that one, we're all square. And on this one, the wind is picked up. It's going left to right. The distance dialed in on that one, pin high. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. And they are going with the 9 iron on this one. And as he sets this one up, I don't know what he's doing, but he's got a very long putt to deal with here. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. Oh, and he gets it to drop. And we've got this to have the hole. Careful with this one, going downhill to the right. almost. And your friend is just one up after that hole. All right, over to 18 now. This one's a par 4. Okay, let's launch this next tee shot. What do you say? Yeah, drive's looking decent here. I think this one's coming up short from the rough. All right, this shot's around 165 yards from the pin. This approach is heading right at the pin. Well, missed the green on that one, but I've already forgotten about it. Setting up here now for our third shot. All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt. And this one's going left to right pretty hard. Bit long on that one. Oh, no way. And I'm kind of hoping for him now. If he sinks this, he wins the match. And unfortunately, he'll end his round with the bogey. Well, that's too bad. Your friend is going to walk away victorious on this one and wound up 2 up on you at the end of this one. And that's going to do it for our
To be fair, I've not played
today.
online for ages. He
so
wasn't good, and I just played
hopefully we'll see you back
absolutely
here real
shocking.
soon.
died. And when they took the dog back home, they sprayed it. And Lima was found dead in the crate. It may look starvation, probably starvation, or it may have some. Let me ask you a question. Is starvation just like an absolute inhumane way to go? Does your body just start shutting down? When a person or a dog or an animal or a human being dies of starvation, what are the cycles of, like, how does it work? Like, when somebody shoots you in the head, you're dead. But like, you know, like, what's the time frame or the timeline of a starvation death?
Well, starvation is arguably the most humane way to die because most animals and a lot of old people, when they're ready to die, stop eating. And when you stop eating, several things happen. You start becoming dehydrated.
Ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes.
Electrolyte shifts. And the ultimate death happens when your electrolytes get so bad that you go into an arrhythmia. And that happens with severe dehydration as well as with starvation. You get aciditis.
This could maybe roll its way into the rough,
lowers,
possibly.
And then you go into a heart arrhythmia and you quietly die.
And he's hitting out of the deep stuff here.
That's it. That's it. It's quiet. It's peaceful. And like I said, starvation is you know, for us to starve, it would be different. But when an old person starves, they don't feel the hunger. They don't feel the thirst.
I mean, you get hungry just on being on the show. They have to have a protein shake or pancakes and a moment's notice.
Right, exactly. I can't take it.
You are the most hangry person I know in the world.
Yeah. I need a lot of sugar.
What's that?
I need sugar.
Relationship through the procedure, we do not know. There was an autopsy that is pending.
Oh,
but
yeah,
that's
going
to
do
at
just
least
fine.
There are answers.
Great work.
And the answers are Gene Hackman died
now this
of
from
heart
13
disease
feet.
or wound
it's breaking
after
to the
his
left,
wife
I
Betsy.
think.
And again, Dan, the heart disease probably wasn't the standard heart disease. It was the body shutting down and you're AFib because you're of starvation.
To deal with.
He's dehydrated and he's malnourished.
Then it does
so absolutely.
look like
Dehydration gets you in 6-7 days. So
I know what this is.
For Miss Betsy Hackman, aged 65 years.
Now that was a golf shot.
The manner of death is natural. Autopsy examination and full body postmortem CT demonstrated no findings of
careful out
trauma
there. We got a tailwind.
or external.
Is she out handling mice? Who, his wife? Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It could come for rat droppings.
Are they saying like the house was rat infested? I mean, yeah, I'm like, what do they? How does she have all this exposure? It's just weird about how she just kind of dropped dead.
There's a conspiracy that says that I guess the dogs were catching rats.
He's looking ready to roll.
So the dogs are catching
how
rats
he does on this hole.
Handling all these rats.
Yeah, French kissing them.
Yeah, but I'm just
French kissing them. But if the dog, you know, brings in the rat, you can pick up the rat, put it in the trash bag, throw it away, and just touching it. But we don't kiss our dogs too like that. I mean, it's
the dog's mouth on the rat.
Right. Chosen a hybrid on this one.
I'm not kissing my dog ever again.
And that one will not stay in the fairway for him. He's just in the first cut here.
Laboratory testing was positive for hantavirus at a clinical lab. With required confirmation
close with that
positive
chip.
At Scientific Laboratories Division.
Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent.
Influenza and
this one's going to go down the hill and right to left, I believe.
The rat's dead.
Oh, yeah, $80 million. He's got rats in his house. Right. I mean, it doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. Well, he's not doing, I guess, a big plot of land. That doesn't make an excuse for rats.
There's something else. But he didn't have the camera to help.
So far, so good. Liking how it's turning out.
Just want to say, first of all, Gene Hackman, what a talent. R.I.P. Gene. We're going to miss him.
And he's trying to save par right here. Let's see if he can do it. Looks like a right to left break.
There was a guy, it seems like about, 20 years ago that said you could survive off salt water. And he was saying that what happens is everybody waits, so they're super dehydrated.
And as he lines this up, this will be for bogey.
And then it's going to kill you quick. But if you start drinking little amounts of salt water mixed in with what freshwater reserves you had and kind of slowly wean yourself off of the fresh water and onto the salt water, that you can actually live for quite some time off of the saltwater.
You're 1 up after that one.
Welcome to the play championship.
Heads up. You got a headwind to deal with.
Cutting this was like, you know, a pint or two. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you would acclimate to it better, and you wouldn't be severely dehydrated. You would extend your life.
Catching the downslope. This one's going to
But
run
salt
out.
water,
That was good stuff.
Pure salt water will dehydrate you because it's just too much salt. It's too
He's ready to
hypersonic.
tee off. Let's see what happens here with him.
Last phone call, 813-90 Bubba, then we have to go to words. Hello.
Hello, Bubba.
Yes.
Ooh, this could chase out.
Hey,
Getting
it's
that
Jeff
downslope.
Olivino. I wanted to take a moment and thank you, thank God
He's
again
getting ready to
for
fire
all the
away
help
with
he
his
gave me
second
with
shot.
that spinal issue, and I'm going into surgery tomorrow.
Oh, good luck.
But I wanted to take a moment to say thank you, and he's going to be getting his Gale Sayers football to go with his Gale Sayers jersey.
What do you mean?
He says that you did something nice for him medically, and he sees that you like Gale Sayers, so he's going to get you a football. That's what he said.
This one's about 180 yards out.
I've got the football. I'm going to love it. Is it okay if I send it to your office?
Yeah, absolutely. Just put attention, Dan Diaco.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay. I appreciate it. No, listen, if I had to pay for the stuff he gets between helping my daughter and helping me, I couldn't even begin to
Which goes right back to the standard Dan saying, as Dan's a dick until you need him.
And then he's always there.
And then he's there.
Okay, that one will just barely make its way into the first cut.
About Ron Cap. He seems like such a nice man. I'm watching every time you see him, he's smiling, he's happy. And he knows in real life, as many years ago, he used to drive for a friend of mine.
And what did your friend say his
man,
attitude
I wanted
was
that
like?
chip to go.
Well, he was in his very beginning stages of his career. So, you know, we just talked about,
They'll
you know,
take
how
this
he
all
started
square
out
if
and
they
all
can
that.
take
Really
this.
didn't get into the
This one's breaking
He
left
just
to
seems
right.
like such a great guy.
Arguably, Ron Capps might be the nicest, most genuine drag racer guy on the entire circuit
Looks like
of the
he's put it
NHL.
on a good
He
line.
is such
Yep,
a
still
great
looking
dude.
good.
He does so well
Let
with
it go.
fans. He always takes
Oh, he
time to
gets it
talk
to
to
go.
people. And he's been a very dear friend of mine for 20+ years. Ron
All
Capps
square
is
after that hole.
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't want to bother you all the rest of the day. Thanks all so much, and I'll call it the surgery.
Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks.
Here we
Good
go,
luck to
13th
you on your
hole.
surgery,
This
all right?
one's a par 3.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you. I'll take care.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Fun Show will be back after this.
And they're going with the pitching wedge. Oop, that one, yeah, that's in the water. Looking forward to see what you do here. Hopefully we can carry over that bunker.
Thanks again, Dan. Thanks for them.
No, I do. It's fucking full.
Oh, no good. I think we're heading to the sand. Well, looks like you're a bit off on that approach. And this shot's about 100 yards from the pin. Bunker coming up. Here he is setting up in the green side bunker. Oh, almost in the bucket. All right, here's our second shot on the 13th.
Don't worry, honey.
And we're almost putting here. We're on the green side rough.
Fred.
Oh, no, not great. And boom, that'll go down from the fringe. And this putt to go 1 up for the match. All right, as that one drops down in the bucket, you won this hole. And after that one, you are
right
one
here.
up. All right, the par 4 14th is next.
No!
Oh my goodness, just smashed that one. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. Yeah, he's hoping this holds on to the fairway. And he could have gone into the rough on that one, but he has hung on to the fairway. This one's about 105 yards out. Coming in for a landing on the short stuff. Could be good. Oh, that'll do. Here we go. He's got some distance to cover. I'll give him that. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Ooh, just missed. Okay, if you sink this, you'll go 2 up on your friend. And that's great. That drop shot on the last is kind of a race now with this birdie here on this one. And now the 15th. This one's a par 4.
You. I'm planking you. I'm planking you. Yeah, funny bunny.
And just sheer terror coming off the club face there. Powerful drive.
John, John B, Ray, man,
and let's see how this hole goes down for him. And here we go. This is his second shot.
It's a friend of Jeff Sapucci. Take that fuck out of here. Bill Radio guy?
And this might get rough. Okay, hitting into an elevated green here.
Broadcasting live from the Acevedo Studios, acevedo.com/Bubba.
Oh, you didn't hit this one, but that's okay.
Dan, how are you, my friend? I'm well. I'm in D.C. today. As soon as the show's up, Atlanta. D.C. And then the Tim Pool show tomorrow. Then back on Wednesday. Nice. How about this, Lonnie? This comes from Fetterman. Yeah. This comes from John Fetterman. And I got to tell you, man, I've had a lot of arguments with some of my Democratic friends about how bad, just if you take a step back and you don't identify as a Republican or a Democrat, and I watch the weekend cycle of news, and how that the Democratic Party is now in the middle of an infighting with regards to some of the more stately or have been with the Democratic Party a little bit longer, didn't really like
this will save your part. Let's go.
The eraser board.
I think we got a left to right break
signs, the removal of Al Green, and just the overall behavior. By the way, it's the first time in the history of our country that a person has been censored and removed from the congressional, the chambers, the congressional chambers in the history of our country during a congressional address.
I think going left
Nobody's
to right.
ever been removed. No law person. Way to go, Elf. So here's the deal, man. Instead of, I feel like the Democrats need
right,
to,
he gets it to go, and that will win the hole.
These outward,
moving along, next hole coming up.
7 to 10 people
We're on number
that
16.
made asses out of themselves and rally behind, because it shows that they don't have a leader. And they need to circle the wagons and say,
okay, full send.
Americans
Let's go.
are at a point now, I think, that we that we're not necessarily Republicans or Democrats, although I guess more than ever we really are. But let's circle the wagons and not act like fools, and let's try to find somebody to lead us. And if the Democrats had a leader that they believed in, a Barack Obama, a Bill Clinton, I don't know if Gavin Newsom is in that circle anymore with regards to the wildfire. But I think that the leader of the Democratic Party could say, I mean, let's not forget John Morgan, who's I think in Florida one of the largest 16th. Democratic donors in Florida. I would say in the nation. When Bill Clinton comes to Orlando, he stays at John's house. When Barack Obama came to the country, stayed, and he has now declared himself an independent because he feels his party has gotten weird on him.
Might want to go
and
a little bit more
the Democrats have just really put their energy towards things that don't matter. The transgender issue, the drag queen issue, stuff that people don't really matter. People that Bill Clinton didn't care about that stuff. Barack Obama, probably one of the greatest things that, and some people may argue with me, but one of his greatest accomplishments was overall, Barack Obama healthcare, where, and again, there's arguments on both sides of the fence, but it's good enough that they have stuck for quite a while, and two, it enabled make sure that everybody can potentially get health care.
Looks like he's in the bunker here. Let's see how this goes down.
Not universities like Columbia University. Now, again, this comes from Senator John Fetterman, who's a Democratic, a very high-profile Democratic senator from Pennsylvania. Columbia-led anti-Semitism run amok to cater to lunatic fringe and paid advocacy. Provocateurs. I'm so stupid. Provocateurs. So again, Columbia-led anti-Semitism run amok to cater to lunatic fringe and paid provocateurs.
That from that
leadership allowed these assholes to take over the campus and terrorize Jewish students. Now Columbia pays for its failure.
Short 3-foot
Here's
putt.
the most important words from Senator John Fetterman. And I support that.
That hole's going to be halved.
And the report is Trump yanks $400 million from Columbia over allegations of anti-Semitism. Trump has now gone through Cornell, Brown, University of Penn, Yale, Harvard, Columbia, all of these Ivy League schools that have huge endowments. Now, their endowments are, some of which are $800 and $900 million.
All right, let's go.
And the federal government gives each one of these universities federal funding for free.
Yep.
And Columbia's take, can you give me that they were supposed to get this year was $400 million. And Trump comes out and says, hey, you can't. Universities and colleges are made and have always been structured to have a liberal feel to it, where there was no subject matter you couldn't speak about, where young minds could open up and think of things that, conservative and maybe not backward, but just
we'll be back to all square if they drop this putt.
Too liberal.
I think this one's going left to right.
Speak about openly in college. That's where the thinkers and some of the movers and shakers like a Nick Bolea could go, and there'd be no wrong answers, and you could protest, but you had to protest peacefully. You had to protest over something that you...
Oh, no, it's right by the hole.
That made sense. And the university usually didn't allow the protest or didn't participate or give you,
this one's breaking to the
funding
left.
or protection for that protest. If you were to protest, it was a corner out in the quad, you and 15 or 20 people with megaphones and signs, and that's the extent of it. And that is all under the guise of First Amendment. Absolutely.
Just
you
breaking
have the
slightly
right
to the right.
say and do about anything you want on a college campus.
That's
but
what you want in there for par.
Breaching buildings
and that hole will
and writing graffiti on buildings and not allowing students to come and go and travel throughout the university to get to their classes, and you're being disrupted, and you as the university don't have your cops out there busting this up, but instead you as the snowflake-ass woke president's gonna say, hey, who am I to say that they can't be pro-Hamas? Who am I to say that River to the Sea is not a bad thing? Who am I? That's just
right. Here we go. Give it a rip.
Amendment. No, it's not. It's not their First Amendment. It's not at all.
Well, you know what's interesting is they have a right to say it, but they don't have a right to be funded by the government to allow it.
Right.
That's the deal.
Right.
So the federal government gives $7 billion with a B, $7 billion annually to Ivy League schools. Why?
And listen, why? You have the, and like Kay said, you have the right to say it.
15 yards to the pin. Let's see what happens.
You know, Palestinians are the best. Go Hamas. Jews suck. Oh, I mean, you have the right to say all that. But as a university, if you're going to allow that certain type of hate speech,
you might want to club up a little bit. We have an elevated green.
Then we're not going to fund you what we normally fund you. You're on your own.
It almost becomes the government paid and endorsing it, because we're subsidizing Columbia $400 million a year, and they won't even enforce basic civil obedient laws. They're going to allow people to take over buildings.
Okay, he's setting up the green side sand.
They're literally beating up Jewish kids. I've never thought I would see anything like this.
Listen, man, you can be River to the Sea guy, and you can be Jew suck God. You can be that, but you're going to be in a particular area that's going to not impede students' travel to and from class.
Right.
You're not going to disrupt or deface any part of our campus, and you're going to be able to protest in this particular zone. And you know what? We will even send police officers to make sure to protect you. The people that don't like what you're saying, don't throw a rock and hit you in the head. But you're going to be in this area. You're going to be peaceful about it, and we're not going to let you dictate. You know, dictate the terms. And all too often, all these universities that I speak of, the presidents stuck their heads in the sand and said, well, who are we?
Birdie, putt, and everything, wasn't it?
This is their First Amendment right. This is Columbia University,
got 2 feet
where
to
young
go.
minds can say, no.
All right,
okay,
that will do it
you
for
can have
him
that.
today.
But the minute that they're touching Jewish kids going to class, the minute that they're defacing, you know, and breaking into buildings and stuff like that. And
that's all she wrote today. You've managed to pull off the win, walking away here at 2 up.
We're not going to pay for it.
You know, you can't violate someone's civil rights under the auspices. It's a First Amendment protection. So when you got all those big protests, but I can't stop a Jewish kid from going to class. That's like stopping.
When you got senators, when you got
Sniper Steve didn't want any more of that. Let's see who's next. looks like nobody's playing. Let's see what we can do with our character. I'm gonna buy the Big Bertha. We'll upgrade our character a little bit. Right, so we bought the Big Bertha. It's good. Are these packs? Alright, we bought. Buy that another time. I'm going to upgrade my character for now. Then you can give him 4 upgrades. Maybe 3. What did we go for? Go for a bit of rhythm. Transition, recover, correction, that's it.
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time now for the final round of the Travelers Championship. Good to be with you today. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak and John McCarthy are down on the course. Rich, we're back in action at TPC River Highlands in Connecticut. What can the players expect this week?
A reprieve, a nice relaxing week after the U.S. Open where par was at a premium. This week it's time to take the governor off and start making some birdies once again. Jim Furyk shot 58 here historically a few years back. Players love coming to this golf course. It's user friendly. They're going to make some birdies. They know that shooting 60, 61, 62 is not that difficult. Just keep it in play, make a few putts, get some momentum, and away we go.
He really played that one well out of the rough. Well, that's the way to start out. A birdie look at the opening hole.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Well, they can't all be good. This player won their last event. Let's see if that momentum carries on.
Well, it's certainly in their favor, isn't it? Winning breeds winning. It wouldn't surprise me to see them win again this week.
Here's a look at what happened earlier at the fifth hole. Okay, time now to get back to live play. A tap in left for birdie. And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. A par 4 here.
Don't you dare stop it. Slow, slow.
For more, we send it down to John.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the fourth.
Well, this looks pretty handy.
Like the look of this.
Ooh, this is tasty.
All right, let's get right back out to the action. This one will be out of the light rough.
Yeah, this one's going long out the rough.
Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. Henny, what more can you tell us?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
Wow, cannot believe that did not drop in for birdie. Okay, we're done with that hole. As we take a look at the leaderboard, he's in first place, but Tiger Woods is hot on his heels. Ooh, absolutely unleashed it. This looks like a 190-yard shot, leading the event by 1 shot.
And there is a golf shot. Look at this.
That is going to work. An opportunity to make birdie. Making an early statement today.
That is sending the rest of the field a message right there.
The par 3 fifth is no snack either, particularly at the distance of 230.
That's its only defense here, Luke. The green is fairly flat, has a couple of bunkers up there surrounding it, but to be fair, at 230 yards, it's a pretty simple, straightforward, long par 3.
Going with the 5-wood. And he's safely on the green. Let's have a look at this highlight.
I got to say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
And into the hole it goes. Let's return to live play now. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, I've got it left to right and quick down this hill. Okay.
Great speed. And he's made it. What a putt. The 6th is the first of our par 5s, and at 586 playing slightly downhill ridge. Players should be enticed to go for this green in 2.
Most players in this field will be looking to knock it on in 2. Tee shots want to favor the right-hand side to shorten up the hole ever so slightly. The second shot will be semi-blind, taking it over some bunkers and some mounds to a green that runs from right to left. Bunker front left and a runoff area over on the right-hand side. Shouldn't be too much of a bother for most of these players.
Now 4 under par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 13 feet to the cup.
This is for birdie.
Oh, what a putt. And he moves to 5 under par.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place.
Going and going and going.
Let's check in with John. He's got more.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 12th.
Okay, here we are again, back live. Rich, it's great to see Will Zalatoris in fine form. When he has his A game, he's really tough to beat.
And the changes that he's made to his game after back surgery, it wasn't easy. It took some time. It took some patience. And to get through all of it, well, hats off to him for sticking through the process and putting the time and hours needed to make those changes.
He's got this putt for birdie. That putt drops, and that's now 6 birdies on the day. We have a par 3 on this one. Five wood is the choice.
This one is going straight at it.
This putt is from way out there. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
Tricky one here. This one's going down the hill as well as moving to the left.
Oh, almost.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Why don't we take a look at some highlights from Colin Morikawa?
An absolute beauty of an approach.
Okay, it was important to see that shot. Let's take a look at the updated leaderboard. As we move on to the next hole, the lead is at 4. The tee shot at number 9. This one could be just off the fairway.
Oh, it just barely snuck into the first cut.
Just off the fairway, and what a beautiful shot. Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is up by 5. This is a bomb. Here's a look at the action from earlier today at 13.
Oh, look at how soft and subtle those hands are.
This is a 150-yard shot.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
That's a great position to be in after that approach.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
That one goes in, and it's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Downhill par 3s, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when it's only a wedge.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie, but bogeys might happen if you're not careful.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. And a chance to reach 9 under for the championship with this putt. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, guys, he's got about 21 feet to go here.
Oh, he's put a pure putt on this.
Looking good.
And that should secure the par on this one. Here's Will Zalatoris.
Oh, my.
That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Well, this is an impressive display by our leader. Now out by 6 shots over the field. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Oh, just snuck over the edge there. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Little birdie look in here.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, birdies would certainly be on the mind of the players when they stand on the tee at the par 5 13th, Rich. But there are bogeys here as well if you're not careful.
Don't get careless with this tee shot. Don't avoid the water on the right and try and hit it down the left-hand side, because out of bounds comes in quickly, just left of those fairway bunkers. From the fairway, you have to decide where you want to go for it or lay it up out to the right. Any shots missed out to the right will leave a delicate chip to a green that runs away from the player towards the water.
Going with less club. Let's see how this turns out.
Oh, stop it. What a shot. A big opportunity with an eagle putt. Oh, what a putt. Here's some action from just a moment ago.
Check out this shot from long range.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. Let's head to the 14th, Rich. A short par 4, but you've got to hit your tee shot up the hill.
up the hill, dogleg from right to left, but one of the most generous fairways on this golf course, if not the most generous. Anything up to the right-hand side will open up the second shot to the green that sits well below you. Any tee shots missed over to the left, however, you could have some tree issues.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Looking really good. That is outstanding.
Ah, nicely done. Great chip.
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that, straight in the hole.
Currently 12 under for the event.
We've hit the par 4, 15th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively. Players on other side of the golf course making some noise.
Let's see what Colin Morikawa has done today.
Great shot here from medium range.
Beamer, that was right out of your playbook. A touch of wizardry.
All right, let's get back to the action. Time for the second shot here at 15. That is a very useful shot with par back in play.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
This one from 4 feet away.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Here's the par 3, 16th hole.
This is difficult because the green, even though it looks large, it really isn't. This is actually a very small green. Difficult to get a tee shot close to any pin position out there. Center of the green is just dandy.
3 feet left. He makes the putt and extends his lead. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Wow, cannot hit it much farther than that. Our leader is putting on a clinic out there.
Tell you, where he drove this, that's where some players are dreaming of pitching out to.
This appears to be a safe shot. Phenomenal shot, and we might have a birdie at 17.
And there's highlights of plenty out there on the golf course. Let's take a look at this incredible shot.
What a shot, a tap in left for birdie. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. We've reached the final hole of the event with the lead. Can he close it out? That appears to be a very good line off the tee. And now this from about 150 yards away.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Oh, what a shot here at 18 and a chance to finish with birdie. That's it for today. Rich, just an incredible performance, back-to-back wins on tour.
It takes a lot of mental fortitude to win not just once, but back-to-back weeks. Job well done.
Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports.
That'll do it for this stream, guys. We played a couple of tournaments, a couple of online matches. Be back on later tonight for sure. I'm going to be on for a few hours, so we'll do a couple more tournaments. We'll just continue playing online matches, and I think we'll get about 10 online games in and see how we do. If you want to watch me live, just hit the subscribe button, enable notifications, and it'll let you know when I'm coming on so you can watch me play along. Feel free to drop comments as well. I like reading comments while I play, and all important, smash the like button. Cheers guys, see you in the next one.